What if the most overlooked piece of your paper stash was the secret to your most eye-catching layout yet? Today, we're getting a little bit creative with a technique called strip tease. No, not that kind, the scrapbooking kind. We're diving into how to turn those leftover branding strips into striking shapes that add serious impact to your pages. Hi, it's Kathy here, and today is strip tease day. So I, like you no doubt, have heaps of these. I save them when I cut them off the ends of my pages, and they are great resources that are often overlooked for creativity on our layouts. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through my stash, and you can see there are so many of them in my stash, and this is only like maybe a quarter, maybe a half, I'm not sure. I know Ginger keeps hers in a Pringles jar that she calls Don Juan, which is pretty groovy actually, and this is my collection. So what I'm doing is I am going to create some shapes using these branding strips today, and in order to get started I've gone through and collected colors that match the background of my paper, which is a Vicky Booten one, and I am just taping them up ready for my project. So what I'm going to do once I've got that done is I'm going to cut each of these strips now into 3-inch strips. Now the leftovers I'm going to put to the side because I will franken base a card out of what's left. I am going to use, actually I think I did them at 3.5, not 3. So I'm cutting them at 3.5, people, not 3. And I'm just going through and cutting all of these down into those strips. So each of those papers will provide me 3 workable strips for my project. Now, as I go through the making, and you'll see this in a little while, I do end up grabbing a whole lot more because it actually takes up more than I thought it was going to start with. So I am going to lay them out, and I am actually going to paper weave them. And that will create a square / rectangular shape, which is what's going to be the focus, because August was create shapes using little strips of paper. So I've got my little strips of my branding strips, and I've created a square, and you can see there that it's a rough square rectangle. So I will go off screen very soon, and I will layer them all up, and as you can see, that is how I have done them, and they look like squares on my page, and that is just paper weaving using the branding strips. So it is a great way of using up a whole lot of strips in an effective way. It captures the colors in the photo, and I'd gone ahead previously with some cutout printables from Scrap-A-Sketch, and I created little cluster points to go into the corners, which I'm adding, as you can see, and these colors all complement those branding strips that I selected for this process. Now I had these wood veneer letters which were perfect. I'm going to use the word entrance, and that's because this photo was at the entrance to Glow, and this is my daughter standing with the elephant. Glow is a light show at the local zoo, Sydney Zoo, and it is held in May through to June, and it's part of the Sydney Light Festival for winter. And so we went there this year, and it was actually quite a great spectacle this year with lots and lots of different lights. So I'm just popping up these little clusters that I pre-made, and you can see they've got some fishtail banners, they've got some labels, they've got tickets and hearts, and journaling spots, and some flowers, and that's just all married in nicely with the colors of the branding strips. Now, as I said, I wove those branding strips, so under, over, and created the rectangularly squared shapes. And you can see how they created a grid format on this layout. Now, pretty simple, used up a lot of those branding strips, and now looks quite effective on this layout. So I'm going to now color my wood veneer because I don't want it to be in the raw. I want it to have some color. So I'm using some Tim Holtz Distress Spritz for that. And the 2 colors that I'm using here are Kitsch Flamingo and Weathered Wood. And they're so that when they're blended together, they give the colors that are on the layout. So they do like sit on the wood for a while, but then they do soak in and they look nice and sparkly. And when they're dry, they actually shimmer quite nicely, and you can see there where I've added them to the page now that they're dry. To finish off, I'm just going to add in some Nouveau drops in the yellow into the 3 little round label spots, and that's giving me my visual triangle. I have gone ahead and journaled down in that little journaling corner. Now to finish it off, you know, I love a good edging, and I have got a gold metallic marker which I am using to edge my page, and that's tying in with my color set. I do start off using the ruler, and you can see here I'm trying to be careful because, silly me, I decided to edge it after I had put the Nouveau drops down, which was not a very smart move, and I do end up smudging one set of the Nouveaux, but I fixed that up thankfully before it becomes an issue. See there, smudged it, and I will fix it in a second after I've done this edge. So as you can see, I did start with the ruler, but my pen is getting a little bit dried out, and I'm getting to the end of it. So the last line I ended up doing freehand, and because of the way the puffed up, well, you know, the lifted up clusters, it made it a bit difficult for the ruler to line up for me. So I just freehanded that last edge, and it's pretty easy. If you've got your mat underneath, you can just do that pretty easily and straight down. And because the ink is running out, I did have to go over it a few times just to get the color that I needed, but it is a subtle finish, and it does ties that whole layout together. And I love how those strips came together in a square shape for this grid layout. So there is a full playlist linked down below. There are going to be some amazing uses of branding strips in Strip Tease this month, with the prompt of create a shape using strips of branding strips. And so I can't wait to see what everybody else has done. Go and check them out and leave them some love. Remember, if you aren't subscribed to anybody, do subscribe. It costs you nothing. Hopefully you'll subscribe to me. Hopefully I've done enough to earn a thumbs up. I really did enjoy putting this together. You can see how they've been woven together to create those rectangular, and look at that, a perfect grid. Thanks everyone for watching. Keep being creative, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you there soon.